Mm-hmm.
By the way.
Dang it.
Yeah, I kept finding my other shirt over there.
Yeah.
So, one not orange shirt.
Do what? Hey, Lynn. How y'all doing? Hanging in there. Best we can, I guess. Hope y'all are all doing good. Even the ones sitting in the back. Y'all can come down and join us here in the chat if you want to. Paula sent a thing that day. I noticed a few people did. There she is. I was just talking about you. Yeah. Sent me a thing about body of a 9-year-old girl
Hollywood's cracker.
in California. Girl missing for months, found. If I'm not badly mistaken, now I may be mistaken because, hey, Tori, the way my memory is, dang on it, I think I tried to do her. Hey, Tori, you still not feeling good? Everybody keep Tori in your prayers and thoughts. Hey, Pamela. Pamela says, hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Beck.
Sorry, my gum was stuck in between my teeth.
Your gum was?
Remember this up here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My gum gets stuck.
They all said, hey.
Hey.
Yeah,
I didn't put it on a plate.
I just, well, that's yours anyway, ain't get off my damn phone.
Now to a breaking news update on a story we've been following for months. The mother of a Central Coast girl who'd been missing since October has now been taken into custody in the investigation into her daughter's disappearance. ABC 7 News anchor Karina Nova has just learned new information from the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office, and she is here with the latest. Karina.
Dan, just a short time ago, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office gave a timeline of what led up to the arrest of Ashley Buzzard today. She's now facing first-degree murder for the death of her 9-year-old daughter, Melody. This case dates back to October when a school administrator reported Melody's prolonged absence from school. Her mother was contacted by detectives, but gave no information about her daughter's whereabouts. Investigators eventually learned that prior to a search warrant, Ashley rented a car and while wearing wigs, took a multi-state trip with her daughter, switching license plates along the way. Melody was last seen at the Colorado-Utah border on October 9th. Detectives now believe Melody was murdered shortly after that stop before Ashley returned to California without Melody. Melody's decomposed body was found earlier this month in a remote part of Wayne County, Utah, by a man and woman who were taking photos. Sheriff Bill Brown says Melody died from a gunshot wound to her head. And DNA and cartridge casings found at the scene in Utah ultimately led to Ashley Buzzard's arrest today.
Maternal filicide is rare and always difficult to comprehend. But this level of criminal activity is particularly shocking given the calculated, cold-blooded, and criminally sophisticated premeditation and heartlessness that went into planning it, and the ruthlessness that went into actually committing the crime. We have recovered a significant amount of evidence that clearly indicates that this heinous crime was committed by Ashley Buzzard, Melody's mother, and the very person upon who she relied upon and trusted the most in this world.
As for the motive, detectives have not yet established or given information about what may have compelled Ashley Buzzard to murder her daughter. Sheriff Brown says the murder weapon has not been recovered, and as of this morning, Ashley Buzzard was not cooperative. She's being held without bail in Santa Barbara County.
Now to a breaking news update on a story we've been following for months. The mother of a Central Coast girl who'd been missing since October has now been taken into custody in the investigation into her daughter's disappearance. ABC 7 News anchor Karina Nova has just learned new information from the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office, and she is here with the latest. Karina.
Dan, just a short time ago, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office gave a timeline of what led up to the arrest of Ashley Buzzard today. She's now facing first-degree murder for the death of her 9-year-old daughter, Melody. This case
Buzzard. Well, the mom may have some similarities. This girl was 9 years old and found months later. October something. I forgot. We hanging in here. She didn't get off till 8, so just got home and I come in here and sit down and just getting started, huh?
I said that's what you did.
Yeah.
I changed the process down.
I have noticed something about that medication. I know it's off topic here for a minute, but I don't care. Tell you the truth. Because it works for me, it's liable to work for anybody.
That's good.
It really don't go against any other type of medications. And it'll only allow you to eat a certain limit. And it's like at a certain time. It's weird.
But it's doing you good.
Yes. Yesterday, I made us some hash browns and ice cream, and I made me a little old plate of it.
Hash brown and eggs.
Yeah, and I mixed them in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the more I was sitting there looking at it, the less I wanted it for some reason. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked good and was good because I ate a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
But my stomach told my brain I didn't need that much. So my husband got her medication and don't make him sleep. Took him out. Yeah. Hey, Olga.
Hey.
So yesterday, like I said, I made me a little plate of that, and just on a little styrofoam plate, little square ones, and that was too much. And the day before, Um, I didn't eat day before. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did. I ate ice cream cone, didn't I? Wasn't that day before yesterday? And what?
I think that was all. Yeah.
'Cause we didn't go down there to that restaurant till that day when we went to Little River Canyon.
Yeah.
That's been several days ago.
Other than that,
So,
yeah. And then your ice cream, you got full on that.
yeah.
Fast. After
Uh,
I ate that, we went straight to bed pretty much.
Yeah. And I hadn't had a thing today. Not nothing. But I ain't hungry. If you ain't hungry, ain't no sense in wasting food. Yeah, I was talking about weight loss. They got me on that Ozempic,
Mm-hmm.
and it works. It's weird, but it works.
Mm-hmm.
I have done this child before.
Uh-huh.
That last name Buzzard. Uh,
Your paperwork's in one of those colorful folders.
No.
So that all the ones I put up there is in that folder.
but I want to. Yeah. She's on it and lost 25 pounds. That's awesome. That's awesome. That time I went, 8 days without eating, I guess that was just depression from mother, but I lost 26 pounds in 8 days. And doctor says that could be too much, get dehydrated. And I'm like, no, if you see the Gatorade bottles in there, you wouldn't think that. He just said, just stay hydrated. But if anybody wanted to do something for weight loss or anything like that, I would definitely recommend it. Sure would. But anyway, back to business here. I've done this, child. And you're right, it's over there somewhere in one of them drawers. But hey, Judy, how you doing, love? I don't know if Judy says, "Hey."
Hey.
I don't remember what she has said, or if it was a loved one talking for her. I would like to know the motive behind it, and not kind of drag the pretty little thing, all through the mud, but your stomach hurts. Everybody keep Judy in your thoughts and prayers. She ain't feeling too hot today. I know the feeling. My back's been hurting me all day. I can't get it stopped. Just left be here all day today with us. Oh, cool. There you go. Sabina, how's that baby going? Yeah. Hope he gets feeling better quick. So see how easy it is that I get confused what I'm
I've never
Trying-
done that one.
doing. Great, they say spoiling her. So just keep doing it. Dang it. That's just the way you got to do it. Yeah, I don't want to drag this precious little child through the mud, but I don't know if everybody has seen her, but she is just a gorgeous little thing. And of course, we don't want to make them have no downfall neither. You know, put things in their in front of them because that's what they're gonna stick with till somebody else or something is changed. Hey, Johnny. Uh, you welcome. She is. She's just pretty as a picture, boy. Hey, be my guest. How you doing? Hey, come here. Hope everybody's all right, but some of them tonight ain't feeling too good. But I guess it could always be worse. But anyway, let's I keep getting tangled up here what I'm wanting to do. Let's just see if we can ask to even get her attention or not. I don't know. But if we hear a 9-year-old little voice, you know, that we ain't been hearing, we'll know who we're talking to. And that's from California. So, yeah. Yeah, I just want to know if she might know why her mom did this. Or if she didn't do it and had it done. That's right. All right, let's see what we can do here. Ain't no guarantees, but we're gonna try. Hey, Angel, how you doing? Um, says 16 on 9 likes. Now, if you already hit the like button, don't hit it again. It'll take it away. But if you have not yet hit it, I know that they are 7 in the back watching. Feel free, like I said, to come on down here and join the chat group with us if you want to. We're going to see if we can hear Miss Melody Buzzard, 9 years old, from California. I don't remember. They said that she was found October, or that's when you're number 10. Okay. A minute ago it was 17. Now we're down to 16. So. Anyway, let's go ahead and give this a shot and see what we can do. If anyone knows or knows of Melody Buzzard from California, she's 9 years old. And if you've seen her once, you can see her, spot her out of a crowd of a million. She's a beautiful little thing. So I'm going to say again, anyone knows Melody Buzzard, 9 years of age from California, turn her energy toward me. In her head. Melody Buzzard, can you hear me, love? Melody Buzzard, yeah. Wait. Melody Buzzard, can you hear me, love? Wait. Melody, I'm JD. I'm here to give you a voice. Melody Buzzard, can you hear me? Can you hear me? When hang on, Summer. Melody Buzzard. Yeah, she's on, but what? Wait a minute. I'm gonna get tangled up again here. Melody Buzzard from California, 9 years of age. Melody Buzzard, can you hear me, love? There was two voices there of children. Melody Buzzard, 9 years old. From California. Yeah, she was cute. Melody Buzzard, can you hear me, love? Don't fear me. Hear me. You said she did something awful with the body. Yes, found by some hikers. Melody Buzzard, if you can hear me, love, talk to me. Her mom, what? Yep. Back of the head. Try not to whisper. Don't whisper. You're correct on that, but now don't just. Melody Buzzard, talk to me. I'm sure she did, but I'm trying to learn her voice. So I heard her and Summer at the same time. It's okay. You know how it is with children. Melody Buzzard. Can you hear me? Melody Buzzard. Is your mom's name Ashley? Melody Buzzard. Hear me, love. Is your mom's name Ashley? Let this child speak. Don't be rude and give her some room. Mama did it. Just Melody, just push through, love. Use my energy. Melody Buzzard. Melody. Can you tell me the last thing you remember? You do what? You do what? Now that is a voice that we've not been hearing. You said I'm what? What is it, Melody? Buzzard. Buzzard. Yes, Buzzard. That's your last name, correct? Melody? Melody. I know that this may be strange for you, but this is a good place to, yes, for you to leave a message for somebody or tell how you feel or just have someone to talk to. Let her speak. That of what? Would you shush? I mean, thank you. I know he's trying to help, but that's not. I am just trying to learn her voice right now. you may be family to her. I don't know. But I want to hear her enough so I can learn her voice. Let Melody Buzzard speak. Hey, Donna. Melody Buzzard. Can you tell? Yeah. Can you tell me what the last thing you remember? Rose, I heard you there. You said mom and gun. Please help get her through.
I just heard hey and listen.
Yeah, they know what I'm trying to
That
do.
was weird.
Your mom. What happened? Do you know why anything happened? And I know Rose will give me the truth. But this child is 9 years old. You said beat her up. Who is they? This ain't a secret that can be kept. Because I'm talking about it live right here. Don't whisper. Melody Buzzard. Love just push through and talk with me. Melody, the day that this happened, can you tell me what you and mom or whoever was doing before this happened? Huh? Please let this child speak. It's clear that she can hear me right there. Clearly, you guys are trying to protect her and answer for her and all this, but you are not letting her learn the ropes and how to use enough energy to push you guys back. Don't be rude. Let these children speak first. Beaten, but was able to hold on. And also at the age of 8, you said. So there was some abuse from somebody. Sounds like there could be more than just mom involved here. You have to build a rapport. That's the reason I don't acknowledge you guys and just push you back. It's very disrespectful to overtalk these children. You had a fall. Did you fall down? I'm trying to learn her voice. She's got to speak it for me to learn. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate you guys, whoever, taking her under the wing. But there's times that you need to let her tell her story. Yeah, buried now, yeah. I'm gonna try something here, Ashley. I mean, Melanie. I don't know why in the world I said that name. I need to be kicking the butt for that. But Melody Buzzard, 9 years. Wait. For the new ones that's here, if you hear me pushing people back, that's because they're being disrespectful. A lot of time I have to. We've had to do it with so many people for everyone here to start learning each voice and who it belongs to. They have the right to protect this child, but they also got to let this child be free. She can't be bound down and, not let out to have like a child today. If you don't let them out of the house, let them get dirty every once in a while and play and whatnot, how are they going to be when they grow up? They won't know what to do. Same thing right here. They got to learn how to use energy off of each other and us, batteries, whatever they can get a hold of. And that's the more we do it, the more we'll start learning the voice. I guarantee you, Summer could speak out within a crowd of 200,000 people, and you could pinpoint her voice. And that's the way we've done it with every one of them. So I wanted to explain that, and that's why you hear me call off her name so many times. I tried to stick to one question for a good while, getting, a reaction, then try to build a little rapport. Because so far, right off the top, and I'm talking about right off the top, and anybody, I don't care if you're a cop, I don't care if you're a detective, I don't give a damn who you are. When it comes to a child, I listen to what's being said, but I also listen to how it's being said. And people can claim what they want, but the only person I'm going to believe is the child itself. This 9-year-old could not do anything on this earth to deserve anything such as this. So, right off the top, male speaks, says back of head. Heard rose in the head. Went. Then I heard her, or that voice, say, Mama, did it. Then I asked another question, and I heard Rose say, 2 bullets. Then I heard her say, Mom. And then I heard Rose say, gun. Then I heard a male voice said, beat up at 8. So this child was experiencing some abuse way before this ever took place. See, there's always more to the story than meets the eye, because people don't want to, take the time to listen to these children. If law enforcement or whoever's over these kind of things, if they don't want to come and listen to something spiritual to actually get the fact from the horse's mouth, then that's their loss. But, if you played this right here in front of her mom, the very first time she hears her daughter's voice, she would break down. She'd want to go back to the jailhouse. She wouldn't want to be sitting there shackled in the courthouse. And then she said, where it was very clear, she said, fall. And what did you say you heard that was very clear?
I can't remember now.
Ugh.
I think it was something about like don't, or something about like listen.
Listen.
No, it was look and listen.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And other spirits, I mean, other spirits will do that. If people keep being rude like that and not let a child speak, and I'm having a hard time pushing people back, a lot of positive spirits will push them out of the way to give that child a chance to speak. Matter of fact, I got a video up that you ought to check out. It's Langston Cemetery, Good versus Evil.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to that right there and put some earbuds in. you'll hear a couple of smart mouths, and then you'll hear 90% that puts them in their place. That was one of the awesomest catches ever, because we were called some pretty bad names. I think it hurt Raymond's ego a little bit. But
Probably did.
but when we started hearing that the positive spirits was overriding it, it was like the whole cemetery went against these people. It's amazing what they do. They carried their love with them and their sense of humor. It was just a couple of nut jobs, just trying to act ignorant. Uh, but I'm going to believe a child over anybody. Now I know that a child can reflect trying not to get a loved one in trouble. That's not Melanie's case here. Melanie already knows that this thing's went nationwide, and everybody knows what happened. So she's been trying to speak, and everything we let's see. Listen to this.
Have you heard about Pop-On Roofing? We need 50 homeowners in your area to trial this radically simple new roofing service. It's at no cost.
Yeah, it might last 30 days.
Breaking news update on the story we've been following for months. The mother of a Central Coast girl who'd been missing since October has now been taken into custody in the investigation into her daughter's disappearance.
Now, I'm going to stop and I'm going to start, and we're going to go back over what was said before I ever put pen to paper. And y'all sitting here in real time. It is 9:18 here, December the 28th. Before I put pen to paper, I listened. And this is the kind of things that I like. I like clips sent where I don't have to just sit and read it. I want everybody to be able to hear it, and have a little bit of history of what has taken place. But just bear with us and listen, and then compare notes with what we've got.
Now to a breaking news update on a story we've been following for months. The mother of a Central Coast girl who'd been missing since October has now been taken into custody in the investigation into her daughter's disappearance. ABC 7 News anchor Karina Nova has just learned new information from the Santa Barbara County.
Now, if y'all are having trouble hearing this, tell me, and I'll give you time to put your earbuds in. Glad you had an awesome Christmas. Pray all of you did. No, she didn't.
The sheriff's office, and she is here with the latest. Karina.
Dan, just a short time ago, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office gave a timeline of what led up to the arrest of Ashley Buzzard today. She's now facing first-degree murder for the death of her 9-year-old daughter, Melody. This case dates back to October when a school administrator reported Melody's prolonged absence from school. Her mother was contacted by detectives, but gave no information about her daughter's whereabouts. Investigators eventually learned that prior to a search warrant, Ashley rented a car and while wearing wigs, took a multi-state trip with her daughter, switching license plates along the way. Melody was last seen at the Colorado-Utah border on October 9th. Detectives now
at the Utah border. Okay, now there was some of this stuff that was being said now that I didn't have time to jot down. I'm not that fast before I start speaking about something else. And I can't help that. I'm sorry on that part. But it's fixing to start popping up. And again, before I ever put pen to paper, just listen.
believe Melody was murdered shortly after that stop before Ashley returned to California without Melody. Melody's decomposed body was found earlier this month in a remote part of Wayne County, Utah, by a man and woman who were taking photos.
Okay. The part that I didn't get to write down was talking about, and if you go back and listen to this with earbuds, you'll hear it. I think it was kind of like a whisper a little bit, but talking about like out in a field or something like that. So something about like a field, in a desolate, place area. And I just wasn't fast enough to write it down, So just keep going. It don't like much.
Sheriff Bill Brown says Melody died from a gunshot wound to her head. And
Melanie Buzzard, back of the head, in head, went mama, did it. 2 bullets, mom, gun. Guy says beat up even at the age of 8. And then she said, fall. And I asked her, I said, did you fall down? I hadn't got anything on that yet.
DNA and cartridge casings found at the scene in Utah ultimately led to Ashley Buzzard's arrest today.
Now, listen to how he said that. See if you guys pick it up.
Casings found at the scene in Utah ultimately led to Ashley Buzzard's arrest today.
Maternal filicide
in Utah ultimately led to head. And DNA and cartridge casings found at the
cartridge casings, which is meaning more than one. How come Rose would say 2 bullets?
In Utah ultimately led to Ashley Buzzard's arrest today.
Maternal filicide is rare and always difficult to comprehend. But this level of criminal activity is particularly shocking given the calculated, cold-blooded, and criminally sophisticated premeditation and heartlessness that went into planning it, and the ruthlessness that went into actually committing the crime. We have recovered a significant amount of evidence that clearly indicates that this heinous crime was committed by Ashley Buzzard, Melody's mother, and the very person upon who she relied upon and trusted the most in this world.
As for the motive, detectives have not yet established or given information about what may have compelled Ashley Buzzard to murder her daughter. Sheriff Brown says
and that's what I'm trying to figure out, the motive behind. And in every part of my being is telling me that there's about 4 different things that could possibly been the motive. This girl was very, very beautiful. I'm talking about just gorgeous. Now, Ashley, I guarantee you, when they took a piss test and a blood sample, she was messed up all kind of drugs and whatnot. I guarantee you. And I think what the deal was, remember, I said there's about 4. One was that probably the last time, and yes, I'm going to say it, the last time she let anyone use this child for drugs, got too rough, and left a lot of marks that she wouldn't been able to explain. That's number one. Number two, they could have been something physically or something she may have had some maybe a little disorder or something. And between being on drugs or drinking or whatnot, she's like, I can't do this anymore. And did it that way. Or from the ages, so far we heard, she was getting beat up at the age of 8. And then she said fall. Um, I've not heard anything. They didn't say anything about that this child has ever been to a clinic, a hospital, or anything. So she would have been ashamed to come back to Cali with Melanie and having, maybe some broke bones, bite marks, just when I hate to have to say this, but this is the truth of the matter. When a parent or a guardian allows other people to fool with the children in order to keep a drug line going, they're going to do it. But if she's seen too much that this child was hurt in her mind, she could have been like, look, hey, she's 9-year-old. She's never going to forget this stuff. I've got to live with it for the rest of my life. I'm not going to let her have to go through this again because of me. And I know it's wicked way, but thinking that she could take her out in that way, she wouldn't have to ever be abused again on her mama's behalf. Mm. Yeah, that's right, Beck. Well, they charged mom in state of Utah where Melanie was found, or they, I don't know. They may send her back to Utah, because that's where the crime was committed. But then again, if they had a stable home place in California, maybe they expedited. I don't know. But I wouldn't think so. I think they would probably keep it down there in Utah where they found the child. They're trying to sweep the other case under the rug, the 18-year-old cheerleader, the brother. I know. And I did that session as well. And, she plainly said that he did it. Plainly. But to try to get somebody to watch these shows, is like pulling teeth. Daggum it. You know what I mean? If a parent, out of all these children and stuff we've done, was to hear some of the stories and uh, you know telling what happened in graphic detail, it's just going to harm them for the rest of their life anyway. But more than likely, before they could get caught, they'd probably take their own life. They think staying in prison for the rest of their lives a better way of punishment. I don't think so, because we have to pay taxes to feed them criminals. 3 hots and a cot and daggum cable TV. No. The justice system is going to crap. Okay. I think it needs to be top priority when any time it comes up to a teen or child or even an adult that may have a disability. I have looked and I have counted missing teens and children, and I Googled them through different counties and states, and over 140 something teens and children have been missing or found, deceased or whatnot, and every one of them had some sort of a disability. Now, why in the world else do you think that these people did this to them? Because they don't want to deal with the stress anymore. Drugs that set you over the edge. It's like JonBenet Ramsey, that little model girl. She's killed right there in her own home and took down the basement and laid on a shelf. And when the police arrived, the dad walked right straight to her. There's just a few things that people will go off of. And it's the only thing that I've seen that's come down in notches is jealousy when it comes to children. Most of it has been because they're tired of having to live that type life and not get to live theirs, because they have to spend all their time and every energy on these teens and children and elderly people. Not long ago, there was a woman that showed that she was in the nursing home, and no, she was in a hospital somewhere, and it was a Indian family. Anyway, the oldest daughter unplugged her tube that was flushing out the toxins in her blood and all that. She unhooked it, and it was just dripping in the floor. And luckily, one of the workers came in and seen it, and they all made a dash for it. Well, that daughter got put in prison for attempted murder. So the ones that you think won't do it, that's the ones you better watch, because they will. It's just crazy. It just went to hell in a handbasket. No, see, I can't deal with that, I do too. I hope it haunts her, and pray that every little bitty thing that she can do. Yes, of course, Judy. I mean, maybe Gene. I don't. They're not godly. They're 9 times out of 10 on drugs and just want the next fix. And the children hollering and carrying on or special needs. They blow up, and next thing you know, it's done gone too far. That's right. It sure has. suspect. Melody Buzzard. Can you hear me, love? Melody Buzzard. Can you hear me? If there's a loved one of wait, if there's a loved one of Melody Buzzard here in the realm, if you are kin to her or if you know everything that has happened to this child, speak now and tell it. Left her for dead. Well, that was obvious. We want to know why Ashley did this to Melanie. Let's not jump off course here and talk about the weather and all that junk. Melanie Buzzard. If you know of her, help her speak. Anything that she don't know how to say, you say it for her. The kid was only 9, yes. Why would Ashley do this to her daughter, Melanie? Yeah, she was a pretty girl. You get out of here. What about a basement? What does Melanie Buzzard and Ashley Buzzard have to do with a basement? Is that where she was abused for maybe drugs for the mom? So somebody's going to tell me the truth. You said you think it was because they were tired of her. Yes, sad. I wonder if this was planned out, premeditated, or if it just spur of the moment. I don't know, no Denise. I'm asking Melanie herself. But if any of you know why or seen, tell it. I think that's what I just said. Don't whisper. Yes, a lot of the names that you called off tonight is on, yes. But right now, we are focusing on a child. You can call out to these loved ones at any other time. But right now, if you know about Melanie Buzzard, tell what you know. And if you don't know, don't comment. Locked door. Basement. I hate to ask you this, Melanie Buzzard. If you don't want to answer, perhaps this fellow that's wanting to do all the talking can answer for you. Were you ever locked into a basement when someone might come down and abuse you? Or while mom and her friends or whatnot were doing things they shouldn't be? Were you put in a basement? Melody Buzzard. Yeah, let Melody speak. You seen someone fight. Who would that someone be? The bitch. Who is the bitch? Are you talking about Ashley Buzzard? If all this y'all talking about ain't got nothing to do with Melanie, then don't throw a comment out. I don't want to drag this child to the mud, but I need to lock onto her voice. I know Melanie died. Don't say that again. Melody Buzzard, hear me, love. Is there anything? Stop. I said stop. I will stop the whole thing if you don't hush. Wait. What did I just say? Wait. Yep, some heard me. Melody Buzzard. Shush. Do you want to say anything to anybody in your family? Melody Buzzard. I'm hearing something about an apartment. I know what she did to her kid. I'm trying to ask Melody if there's anything she would like to say to any of her family. And be respectful and give her that chance to speak. Melody Buzzard, did you know that your mom's in prison? Yeah, should be. Melody Buzzard, did you know that your mom's in prison? I'm about fed up with that feller. So,
I said, who even is it that's doing it?
I don't know. They're trying to keep her from really saying anything or being talked to. But they're causing more problems than they are anything. They can't. When she learns the ropes, she's going to end up being like Summer. You know, she'll tell you what she wants when she wants to tell you. Or any of the other children or teens. But they're not right now letting her have that much rope to work with. we heard the clip, the banner on her, that the mom, you know, uh, put in prison for uh, shooting Melanie, two uh, two shots to the head. In the head went. Mama did it. 2 bullets, and they said they found a couple uh, shells. Uh, Mom gone, beat up at age 8, beat up, fall, locked door, yeah, apartment, yeah. This is going to be one of them. If we keep working with it, we'll finally get out. Exactly why. Um, they ain't gonna be before reasons why this even took place. Um, well, I tell you, uh, with just this little bit right here, like I said, I don't care if you're a judge. I don't care if you're the dadgum president. If you come in here on chat and you listen to what these children and could be loved ones of this child telling, Ann Rose telling things, and then her voice saying a few words when she can get one out, um, it just breaks your heart. So if it don't, you ain't got one in your chest. You know, there's a whole lot more to this story than is being told. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, she gets her voice in there. You know, I thought I was on a roll there for a minute, but her and Summer answered the question at the same time, and I couldn't remember then what the answer was, but uh, you can bet your boots that if we start fooling around with Melanie, that uh, Rose and Summer is going to find out the majority of what's taking place and why. Um, if you want my opinion, because she was jealous of the child. This may sound arrogant, but I can't help it how it sounds. I believe she was jealous of her child because she was a beautiful little thing. And I think that she let people go too far with that child. And she know there was no way, hey John, no way with what has happened to her, could she come back to California with her? There'd be no way to hide it. Um, so when the mom showed up back in California without her, uh, that told a story there too. And then talking about something about a field, and some hikers is the ones that found this child. Uh, yeah, another. Bless you, John. I hope you get feeling better. Thank gummit. Um, it's just breaking my heart here. Dang. People want to be skeptics, but then because they say they'll take any type information on these cases and stuff on missing teenage children. That's a damn lie. Yeah, I know they watch and hear what I say and what we get out of it, but they don't do nothing with it. I bet I've got more than 100 sessions in the last little bit on teens and children that they told their own story that everything could have been solved if they would have just put in some earbuds, shut their mouth, and opened their ears, and then they could have went from there and got these children and been done with it. And I still say this day, and I'll always say it: a skeptic could hang around with me for a day, and I guarantee you, he would go home a believer, or she. Yes, most definitely. And I know I have reached out to her before because I remember that name Buzzard. Uh, yes. I pray everybody gets feeling better. Daggum it. But I'm gonna have to get off here and go sit back a little bit. I can't get my back to stop hurting. Um, yes, y'all keep that child in your thoughts and prayers as well. If y'all have anything else that's a clip like this, y'all send it to me. I love each and every one of you. I don't think you ain't got to work tomorrow, do you?
No.
I don't know what time we'll get up, but we may go down here in a holler, and we may go live down there. So y'all keep it on your devices. I love every one of you. Thank you, new ones, for coming in here. See you tomorrow. Good night, love.